Welcome back to another episode of Creatia Conversation. It's me, your host, Hex, and I'm joined by the Will Gray. The Will Gray. Welcome, Will. How are you today?
I'm glad to be here. Travis finally let it out of the bag. He put you and I on screen together after weeks of
Yeah,
holding us apart. Here we are. How are you?
fine. At last, like at last. I'm all right. What have you been playing? What have you been watching?
The big thing for me, and I say it, and it's like an endless cycle for me. I feel like my video game life consists of like three things. I play Tears of the
Fair.
Kingdom until I
Mhm.
die or get frustrated. Then I'll switch to Fortnite. And with it being in the OG Fortnite, going back to the old map, living my best life with all of that. And I'm kind of in this in-between bubble now of trying to decide what that third piece of the pie is going to be. I just finished, like I said, I finished Tears of the Kingdom now. I play a lot of Mario Kart, but I'm kind of in video game limbo. I haven't
Mm,
started anything new.
yeah.
Um, and I'm in this weird in between thing where I'm just kind of like hanging out, not sure what to do with my hands.
I am there with you as far as like video gaming goes. Like it's kind of making me upset because it's like the one hobby that I have, and I'm like, what am I gonna do? I downloaded a demo. I don't remember what game it was, but I did download a demo of a game. So I'm gonna try that later. I guess based on that, you're mostly is it like a Switch gamer or where do you play Fortnite?
I play it on my PlayStation.
Okay.
Um, I have a Switch, Tears of the Kingdom, Mario Kart, Animal Crossing. Loved Animal Crossing for the
What?
Switch. Played a
Okay.
ton of Animal Crossing. Um,
Fair.
but a
Same.
lot of my PlayStation is my PS4 is what I play on. I'm
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 sorry.
a
Pause. You have a PS4. Where's your 5?
I haven't upgraded yet, and here's the reason why. Me and Travis has been on me as long as they've been out as to why I haven't upgraded yet, and here's why. Okay, I don't
Mhm.
want to spend. When they first
Mhm.
came out, I was like, I'm not going to spend $5, $6, $700 on a first gen 5 because there's always going to be bugs. There's always going to be fixes. It didn't have as many as I was expecting, but there were some. Now that
Mhm.
they've announced the PS5 Pro Slim, where they're taking the disc away, it's going to be a thinner model, a
Right.
bigger hard drive, all digital, and they're dropping the price tag down. I'm like, okay, now I'll get a 5.
Maybe for Black Friday even.
See? There you go.
That's fair though. Like honestly, when the PS5 came out, we bought it because the hype, and we had a friend that had to buy it for us and then mail it because I don't know if you remember that time, but they were just selling out, selling out. You had to get a link, and then you had to wait, and then they would go live, and you just had to be on it. Um, but when we got it, we felt like, well, now what? What do we play? Like, there's no games out for it, but we have it. So I understand that like point of view for sure. And so what have you been watching?
Um, just coming out of the Halloween season, for
Yeah.
me, it was a month of horror movies.
Oh,
Our
so
our
you
mutual
Matt did that
acquaintance,
as well. Okay.
yeah, our mutual friend and acquaintance, the warden Matt Ritter, he is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to horror movies, like anybody I've ever
Hmm.
met in my life. I think
Yeah.
I'm knowledgeable, and then I listened to Matt talk, and I was like, I know less than Jen
Always knows more than you do.
all the time. And 25-year-old Will thought he was the smartest person in the room. 37-year-old Will realizes he knows nothing.
Yeah. Fair. Fair.
Tons of horror movies. Matt recently hooked me up with his Voodoo login. I've got a little bit of free time this week. So honestly, I've been like categorizing the amount of movies because once I get done here today, I don't have anything until 8 p.m. tomorrow night. So I've got
Oh
like
wow.
this 34-hour gap with no responsibilities. And I'm literally
Wow.
like itemizing my movies. Okay, I'm going to watch this series, then I'm going to watch these, and I'm going to catch up on this. And it's like,
Yeah.
as soon as I get done here, it's like clocking out for a 36-hour staycation.
Lit- and but literally, it's like as we get older, I feel like it's like you have to like pin in your fun, and it's like kind of like sad, but also you definitely deserve it. So I'm with you there. I've been watching a Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix. It's super good. Highly recommend to anyone who hasn't watched it yet. Like if you love samurais, which my son who's 2 calls them cowboys, which honestly, yeah, there's like a I can see that. You know, like
Samurais are just cowboy ninjas.
yeah,
I 100% see that.
like, wow, that's deep. When he said that, he's like cowboy. I was like, wow. But yeah, Blue Eyed Samurai on Netflix is super good. I highly recommend. I've had some colleagues that did some character design on that, so please support that show. Hopefully, we see more of it. I haven't finished. I think I'm on episode 7. But it's a really good show. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in and watching us live on Twitch or YouTube or wherever you're watching us. But you can always watch us on twitch.tv/Creatia World. We appreciate you here. Also, you can watch us on YouTube, which is youtube.com/Creatia World. You can watch us live there as well. In addition to that, we have Pornhub, which we love for you to come watch us there. That would be pornhub.com/model/Creatia World. And on that note, on all of those platforms, make sure you go and flick the bean, which is the bell. Flick it so you can get notified whenever you want to hear about what we're doing next. Yeah. And I guess with that, it's probably newsy time.
Newsy time.
Newsy time. Newsy time. Newsy time. Okay. So. So, have you heard, which you probably have at this point, Grand Theft Auto 6? There's a trailer arriving in December, which is next month. Did you play Grand Theft Auto 5? Are you a Grand Theft Auto driver person?
I am one of those sick, twisted millennial children that grew up in Vice City and San Andreas. Like, I remember back in the day, Grand Theft Auto 3, like all of the stuff where they put the hookers in it and you could pick up the prostitutes and stuff, and all the parents were in an uproar. 13-year-old Will thought that was the coolest.
Yeah.
I like the game. I don't think anybody actually plays Grand Theft Auto, though. Like, I finished the story, but I don't really remember a ton about it because all you want to do in Grand Theft Auto is go around and steal cars and shoot people.
Yeah. Fair. Thank you for the resub, Ginger Ninja, by the way.
What's up, Jax? Good to see you, Bubba.
Growing up, your mom wouldn't let you play. Yeah, that's fair. Like, I had a cousin that had Grand Theft Auto, so I did not play it, but also I was like the type of kid that was like, when I did go to my cousin's house, I would be playing it and just driving around at the speed limit and like, you know, following like the road rules and just having fun. Like, wow, you know, that was
just
me.
Listening to music, cruising through the city.
Yeah, just cruising through the city. But I know a lot of parents, that was like there was like a turning point in games at that point where people were like, we don't want our kids to play Grand Theft Auto because they're gonna turn into evil people, I guess. I don't know, but I didn't play any Grand Theft Auto, but Grand Theft Auto 6 is, the trailer at least, is arriving in December, and that comes from IGN by Ryan Dinsdale. The article reads that, revealed in a post on the Rockstar Newswire, the developer confirmed rumors from earlier in November that it would share a first official look at the game next month. Rockstar didn't share a full reveal for the game as was expected, but did say that it was very excited to finally debut GTA 6. This is a quote: "We are very excited to let you know that in early December, we will release the first trailer for Grand Theft Auto, for the next Grand Theft Auto. We look forward to many more years of sharing these experiences with all of you." And our fave Taekwon is here and says we have Chocolate Erica Badu co-hosting with Chemo Bruce Banner for today's stream.
It's good to see you, Ty. It's good to see you, bud.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you for that. I'll take Erica Badu. I'm okay with that.
That's a win. I got Bruce Banner.
Honestly, though, that's fair. Like, he's super smart. But yeah, and we also have Travis here to join us this afternoon. Welcome, everybody. The Game Awards does take place December 7th, making that another possibility for the trailer reveal. Rockstar hasn't confirmed it, but will appear at the rewards show. So I feel like they probably will reveal it at the Game Awards. Kind of seems like the best time to do it. Lots of people are split as far as this goes. It seems I saw a lot of comments where people were saying like Grand Theft Auto 5 wasn't even that good. It's hard to be excited about Grand Theft Auto 6 when with the way that Grand Theft Auto 5 turned out, which I did not play, but I thought people liked it. I mean, the
It was
sales seemed to.
great.
It seems like people are like it's kind of hard to be excited about Grand Theft Auto, but it's like the sales don't lie. The numbers they never lie.
One of the highest selling games since the PS3. And yeah,
Yeah,
we know that means it's gone through 3 generations since we got this game. But if you were a top seller on the 3, the 4, and the 5, you can't tell me it was a bad game.
yeah,
500 million sells doesn't equate to a bad game.
yeah. It really at least even if people buy a game, I don't know if that always like translates to the game being good, but it can at least halfway translate to it because you may buy I buy stuff all the time and I'm like, wow, this is not what I expected it to be. But I do think most people enjoy Grand Theft Auto. A lot of people enjoy Rockstar. They have Cowboy, Red Dead. I was like, what's it called?
Red Dead Redemption.
Red Dead, which I did play, and then GTA 5. Travis says that GTA 5 was phenomenal.
That's what I said. I thought it was great.
One comment says you're not going to get me again this game twice at most this time. Like,
see, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, we'll see what happens, and you'll be sure to be able to see us react to that trailer because we will be playing it when we see it.
Travis and I have been waiting for Rockstar to drop this trailer since like May.
Wow.
Because it seemed like every time we would watch a summer showcase, he'd be like, is there anything you're hoping for? And I would always be like, maybe Rockstar will drop the GTA 6 trailer. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll happen.
maybe. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's kind of how I was with like Animal Crossing up until like before, like, was it New Leaf came out and then the new Animal Crossing came out. Where Animal Crossing fans are like, it's a very specific brand of fan and nothing's ever good enough, but I think that kind of goes for all fans, honestly. But speaking of Nintendo, though, the Legend of Zelda live action movie announced. How do you feel about that?
Nervous, excited, anxious, like all of the things that go into it. As somebody who's grew up playing this series, we've seen the animated series in the past, which was a semi-flop, not great, which wasn't at a fault of anybody who put it together. I just think it was just poorly marketed more than anything.
Yeah.
But overall, it's time. With the way Tears of the Kingdom was written and them opening up kind of the Zelda multiverse and explaining how the universe works and why there's 20 different Ganons and 20 different versions of Hyrule with 20 different Links and 20 different Zeldas. Like they kind of put that into pieces for you and explained why. Yeah. Now's the time to pull the trigger on it, because I said the same thing when it came to The Last of Us. The Last of Us is 2 games, and they want to expand it into this TV show and series. You don't have a ton of content to build off of. Zelda, a 30-year existence, nearly 40 years. There's so much lore in this series. If they nail season 1 or movie 1 right, they've got so much to build off of. Stories they could pick and things they could use. Right. This is the stepping stone that is very important for Nintendo, because if they fuck this up, like nobody will ever take live action Zelda seriously again.
Honestly, I personally, and I might be biased here, like I wish it was going to be animated. I feel like I would I would have more faith in it, because I'm sitting here wondering, okay, well, who are they going to cast for this? And it's like such a heavy weight to be cast these characters. Like, who can be actually good enough for this? It's like there's a lot, unless it's somebody absolutely new, like not new to acting, but someone we haven't watched that I don't know. Like people are like Tom Holland as Zelda, I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But this article comes from Comic Book, written by Cade Onder. A new live action The Legend of Zelda movie has been officially confirmed by Nintendo. For years, Nintendo has sworn off adapting its characters outside of gaming, partially because gaming adaptations have a track record for being pretty poor. And Travis told me that I want everything animated, and that's because my reasons are valid though. Like I always
Keep
tell
the lights
people,
on. I understand.
literally also that, but like things are animated for a reason. There's things that you can gain from animation that you can't always convey in live action. The artistic value of it kind of, it doesn't lower, but it changes. Travis wants Tom Holland as Princess Zelda. Fair.
That's the
Honestly,
crossover booking I didn't know I needed
yes.
for
Yes.
2023.
But yeah, for years Nintendo has sworn off adapting its characters outside of gaming, partially because gaming adaptations have a track record of being shitty. I'll just say it. Nintendo has one of the most infamous examples of a bad video game movie with its original live action Super Mario Bros. Film, which I did not see. I think that's like a little bit beyond me. Ginger Ninja says that Mario was a good movie, and I see the only way to do it, is animated. I agree. Animate, like Mario was very good. Like I went in very like skeptical, and I think I saw it in theaters, and like I left it just like, wow, that was a really good movie. Like, it was really good. I don't think they can really compare it to the Super Mario Bros. Film because that was decades ago, and it was different times, a little bit awkward, but things have turned around in recent years as Hollywood has gotten a better grasp and on understanding what fans want from these kind of projects, which is good. Listening to fans is important. Hearing those voices is important. One of the biggest movies of 2023 was Super Mario Bros., which grossed well over $1 billion at the box office. But there's more. Mario was solid by Ty. It wasn't. Well, I wasn't blown away, but I thought it was good. I don't think I was blown away or blown or whatever, but it was good. Like I think I personally did not love Peach's design. Her face was very narrow to me, but that's like that's from an artist's perspective.
Unpopular opinion. I liked the new Ninja Turtles, Turtle Mayhem, way more than I did the Mario movie.
Literally, I just watched that like last month, and I was like, because it's out on Paramount Plus, and I was like, yeah, let's watch this movie. And my husband is from Jersey, so he felt a very like he felt it more than Mario. I think like it was a really good movie. Zelda should be animated, and he agrees. But the casting is a question. As of right now, we have no word on the cast for the live action Zelda movie, given Nintendo is setting up shop with Sony. Many are already predicting an obvious piece of casting. Tom Holland as Link. I don't think he's too old, I think, at this point. Or maybe he's not too old. Like, what Link are they going to go with? There's so many
That's
like
the
questions.
bigger question, because you've got Link in the original series, The Legends of Zelda, that character over the top 3D world, like that Legends of Zelda is a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Okay. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Link is like a 24-year-old, like adult man. There's other ones where he's kids and he's teenagers. Like, which one are we casting?
How are we going to be okay with him speaking? Like him.
He doesn't
like,
talk.
He doesn't. He goes, yeah. Like that's what he does. So what does Link have to say? Like there's so many questions. Ty says that this Zelda movie is definitely going to merge various games. Don't expect them. Honestly, that's probably. I do expect lots of Easter eggs, lots of stuff in that realm. But also, I did see an article where, as my computer decides to low-key freeze, the writers, there's some writers from Jurassic World, which has made me think, interesting choice. We've got, but I did not, Jurassic World. I don't know if I did watch it. I don't think I watched the second Jurassic World, but I think I did watch the first one.
Is that the Chris Pratt trilogy?
That one.
Okay, I just watched those first two again. Mm-hmm. Good, not great. They weren't bad movies, but they weren't as good as the original Jurassic Parks. But you don't watch those to see better than the originals, I guess.
Right. The movie is reportedly being penned by one of the writers from Jurassic World, and I'm sure they have more writers as well. Video game adaptations being the new hot trend in Hollywood, similar to comic book movies. But I mean, we have The Last of Us, like you mentioned, and also this Super Mario Bros. Movie. So, and even One Piece, people who watch One Piece, I think, really liked it. So, I guess we'll just see what happens. Oh, wait. Jurassic World had Chris Pratt shake lava off, like off his boot, off his foot. Just shake it off. Honestly, we'll just have to find out and see. Let's see, what do we have next? Did you watch Invincible? Have you watched Invincible?
No.
Really? Highly recommend it. It's on Amazon Prime, but it's there's a game actually. Invincible's first game arrives this month, and Prime Gaming members can get it for free, which makes me wonder, is it good? Because they never give anything up for free unless it's not that good. But anyway, this article comes from GameSpot, written by Darren Bonthes. A second video game set in the universe of Invincible is on the way, and you won't have to wait long to play it. Invincible Presents Adam Eve will eventually officially launch November 14th and chronicles the early days of the matter-manipulating superhero as she explores her powers, meets several of the superpowered inhabitants of the Invincible universe, and fights several supervillains. So we have a supervillain superhero-y game. And I have a trailer for this, actually. So let's take a look and see what we got.
I love trailers.
You love trailers. Well, fuck. Here we go. That's why it's free, because it's a visual novel.
How do you feel about those, like the Telltale games, like the comic book games, where it's more so just reading the book as you play versus actually playing a game?
It depends. Telltale was pretty good with it, I think. But typically I do like them. I don't hate them.
I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah. So that's Prime Gaming between the 14th and the 20th. But yeah, I can see like why it's free. But visual novels themselves I don't hate. Like but they do have to be priced correctly. That's the issue that I think I get from visual novels, is that like I'm not gonna pay $60 for a visual novel. You know, that's like ridiculous. I might pay 30, maybe. So if it's I'd say 30 is probably the cap for me there. Telltale did really good with The Walking Dead. Those games seemed very cool, so I'm definitely not against them. But yeah,
I like it. Again, I'm a very visual person when it comes to reading and text and stuff anyways. Same. So, and I'm gonna age myself here, but I remember text-based games on like my MS computer at school when I was young. Like, I'm that old.
Google MS real quick.
Okay. Like text-based games where it wasn't any like
like a choose your own adventure type of thing.
Exactly. Like, okay. I'm barely old enough to remember some of those on like very early computer games. Yeah. So for me, I'm okay with it. I remember the Telltale games. They did one with Borderlands during the like the Borderlands series. They did the Walking Dead. I even believe they attempted to do one with Game of Thrones. I've never had an issue with these style of games, but again, like what you're saying is don't have me pay $60 or $70 for a full game
Yeah.
if I'm going to read this book one time and it goes on my shelf. And then I'm just like, yeah, this was really great, but the replay value sucks.
The replay value does not translate to the price all the time. Like I don't know if you like Digimon, but I love Digimon, and they have a visual novel on the Switch that was going for like $60. I was like, I love visual novels, like nothing against them, but if I had bought this game thinking it was a new Digimon game, full like game, and saw that it was a visual novel, I would have been a little bit, if not very upset. So,
agreed.
Yeah, I guess it is what it is. Let's see what we have up next. PlayStation is breaking up with Twitter/X. It's crazy that I don't know how long it's been. I want to say it's almost been a year, if not that. But you still see articles right Twitter/X. And it's like, even when I like type Twitter into my browser, I type Twitter. I don't type X. Anyway, PlayStation.
It's because if you call it X over Twitter, you're a cop. It's like calling Gatorade by its flavor. Like, who the fuck calls it Glacier Freeze Gatorade? Nobody. Cops flavor.
The blue one, the frost blue one. No, don't bring me that regular blue one. Ty used to like the old Lucas Art point and click games, which was basically the precursors to Tilt. Sometimes he says like normal stuff and it's like jarring.
You're like, holy shit, you are a person.
I'm like, wow, there's like intellect there. Okay. I can't type X on my like honestly, I think when I type X, something else shows up first in my like recent history. So it is what it is. July. I mean, it feels like it's been a long time.
It's been a long year, Travis. Leave us alone.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm fighting for my life over here. But PlayStation is ending Twitter/X integration next week, actually. This is by Marcus Stewart on Game Informer. PlayStation integration with X, formerly known as Twitter, the artist formerly known as Twitter, is ending for PS5 and PlayStation 4 next week via new update. Something. Listen, no, now I need to test it. Like, cause I'm safe. I'm not a bad like Xbox. Yeah. Only Xbox comes up, so leave me alone. Anyway, this means that users will no longer be able to directly upload screenshots and video clips from their console to the social media site, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I haven't done that in a long time, but I know I have. Like, I know a lot of people that really enjoy like photo mode in these games and will take pictures and want to just immediately upload to Twitter X, but I guess they're taking it away. An announcement update posted to the PlayStation support page states that on Monday, November 13th, X integration will end, which includes the ability to view any content published on X on the PS5 and PS4, and the ability to post and view content, trophies, and other gameplay-related activities on X directly from PS5 and PS4. While it's a bummer for those who make frequent use of this feature, there are a couple of more involved alternatives depending on your platform. Like, I guess you could also just send it to your phone, then send it to Twitter, and good luck with that. But honestly, I don't blame them. Like, it's probably just one of those things that nobody really will care about that much. But it is what it is.
Sony's probably got some dude on staff though that's sitting there pulling in close to six figures who does nothing but handle the coding.
That's
for
true.
Twitter.
That's
and
very
like they're
true.
like, the fuck? We've had 6 people use this feature in the last 18 months. Why is this?
Yes, the numbers aren't adding. The math ain't mathing right now, literally.
The math ain't mathing.
Honestly, that's fair. I'm just gonna take a moment to thank you guys all for being here again. We appreciate your views and your love. And it's time for an ad. If you don't want ads, you can always watch us on Patreon. all of our content is there, as well as more, such as, I don't know if I was, did I thank him? I don't remember. But whatever. Yeah, but anyway, make sure you check out our Patreon. That's patreon.com/Creatia World. Travis and Matt are playing or watching Spring Stampede 1998, which I know nothing about because I don't do wrestling, but my grandmother watched wrestling, so I support it. Um, Also, Travis and Mara are going to be watching The Killing Joke, which is an amazing DC animated film. And the last things that they watched, which are currently up on Patreon, are Batman: The Long Halloween and Uncensored 1998 Return to Wrestling. Again, I don't know anything about wrestling, but lots of people like it, so I'm here for it. But anyway, if you want to ad free, go there. If not, enjoy this ad.
In the bedroom, then it's time to check out Adam and Eve. Because you see, Adam and Eve is the leading adult toy store that offers a wide range of products to help you explore your sexual desires. Whether you're looking for something to use solo or with a partner, they have everything you need to satisfy your cravings. From vibrators to lingerie, bondage gear to lubricants, AdamandEve.com has it all. And the best part, you can shop with confidence, knowing that all their products are of high quality and backed by a 100% satisfaction guarantee. That means whether you bought a dildo, sex swing, penis ring, vibrator, anal sex toy, bondage toy, couples toy, lube, or accessory, you can get a refund within 90 days if you're not 100% satisfied. No questions asked. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Adam and Eve is giving you 50% off almost any item on their website. That's right, 50% off. And if you act now, you'll also get free shipping. So go to adamandeve.creationworld.com and use the offer code erotica at checkout. That's erotica at adamandeve.creationworld.com for 50% off almost any item and free shipping. Don't wait. This offer won't last very long. The link is in the description. Attention, dog lovers. Are you looking for high quality products to spoil your furry friend? Then you need to check out dog.com. Because you see, dog.com is the go-to online store for all your dog-related needs. They offer a huge selection of dog food, treats, beds, and more. Plus, they have products for all types of dogs, from puppies to seniors and everything in between. And the best part, you can shop with confidence knowing that all their products are made with your dog's health and happiness in mind. Dog.com only stocks top-rated brands that you can trust, so you can rest easy knowing your dog is getting the best. And right now, as a special offer to our listeners, Dog.com is doing a big warehouse clearance sale. And all you have to do is go to dog.creationworld.com and you can get up to 80% off on all sorts of items like toys, treats, bones, harnesses, bowls, leashes, and anything else you can think of. So go to dog.creationworld.com and take advantage of this sale right now. Spoil your furry friend with the best products from dog.creationworld.com today. Link is in the description. Are you tired of feeling sluggish and unfocused throughout the day? Then it's time to try Dubby, the ultimate energy source. Dubby is a powerful, clean energy drink that is designed to help you stay alert and focused no matter what life throws your way. Whether you're a student, a busy professional, an athlete, or especially a gamer, Dubby can give you the boost you need to take on the day or the night. It also contains important aminos and vitamins that canned energy drinks simply don't have. And the best part, Dubby is made with high quality ingredients and is completely sugar-free, maltodextrin-free, and is keto-friendly. So you can enjoy the energy boost without any of the crash, jitters, or angst that comes with traditional energy drinks. Simply mix Dubby with water and you'll have a delicious, refreshing energy drink that can help you power through your entire day. And with a variety of flavors to choose from, including Galaxy Grenade, Beach and Peach, and Dragonade, you're sure to find one that you love. So go to dubby.creationworld.com and order your Dubby today. And for a limited time, use code Creatia at checkout to get 10% off your order. That's Creatia at w.creatiaworld.com for 10% off. Try W today and feel the difference. The link is in the description.
And we're back. Sorry.
I was clearing notifications during the ad break and I just saw the chat.
I was like, just like, okay. Wow. Okay. Anyway, figure out where I was here.
It's Ty derails the show from the chat.
Literally. Ubisoft. This is bad news, honestly. Ubisoft has lays off over 100 employees, and this is from Game Informer by Charles Hart, which is a trend I think we're seeing in the gaming industry currently. Yesterday, Ubisoft is the latest developer to join 2023's wave of layoffs. According to IGN, the company laid off a total of 124 employees. 98% of them, not 98%, were based in Canada, which IGN calculates as roughly 2% of the company's Canadian workforce. It's 2%. They're laying off and they're seeing that 2%, but I'm seeing 124 people. So it's like, ugh. The cuts included administrative and IT workers, some of whom were employed at the Hybrid VFX studio, a company that has worked on shows like Ashoka and The Mandalorian. Interesting. But yeah, there's lots of layoffs going on in the gaming industry, which is interesting. I think it's probably due to the merging of all these companies together and they're trimming the fat, quote unquote. Wait, who's Benoit?
He's a Canadian wrestler. He unalived himself, his wife, and his son.
Oh. Nothing is safe with him. Like, I was like Benoit Balls, which is like a note to like Archer, because there's an episode where he's like Benoit and he's like, my name's Benoit, and Archer's like balls. Anyway, so but also moving here to Louisiana, I was like, wow, that like car dealership is Benoit, and I'm like, balls. Anyway, yeah, this news comes after a year of several big Ubisoft releases, including Assassin's Creed Mirage, The Crew, Motorfest, and Just Dance 2024. Honestly, I was going to say they're still making Just Dance, but I played Just Dance 1. My nieces love Just Dance, so I can't hate on Just Dance. It's just not me anymore. But yeah, it seems that Ubisoft now joins Bungie, Media Molecule, Telltale, Team 17, Epic Games, Naughty Dog, Microsoft, and more on the long list of companies that have laid people off in the past year. I hope those people are doing okay. I hope they can find new positions elsewhere and that they can pivot really easily, because getting laid off is not fun. Which brings me to do you play Mass Effect? Have you ever played Mass Effect? Are you Mass Effect?
Yes.
So you
Loved
are.
Mass Effect.
Okay. That's like, I'm not like a sci-fi girly. That's like not what I subscribe to, but I did play Mass Effect. It was one of the first BioWare games I ever played. And it was very good. I like Dragon Age a lot. I enjoy Dragon Age because okay, that was like actually a good one. I cannot not like it's like sometimes there's intellect and sometimes there's like really like tasteful, like very funny jokes that come from him. But yeah.
Just let us know he's human.
Yeah. To be human. Yeah, Mass Effect Shepard. New Mass Effect 4 teaser trailer and poster revealed. BioWare has revealed the first new trailer in 3 years for the new Mass Effect game. Which honestly, I love Mass Effect. I feel like a trilogy is like safe. So 4 is like, okay, where are we going with this? But I don't think I played 3. I think I just played 1 and 2. Did you play all of them?
I played all 3. My biggest thing with this going into the 4th, and you're absolutely right, coming out of trilogy, you risk messing up your entire series by adding to a story that had good closure.
Yeah.
My big thing that I loved most about Mass Effect, though, were the communication wheels. The way they gave you so many like responses, and the way you played the game affected the decisions that were made throughout. Like, I love games like that.
Yeah, I do too. Like, I like to be able to mold my character, or like, honestly, it feels like you're role playing as that person and making those choices. So, I do really enjoy those types of things. So let's, well, first, BioWare has a new teaser trailer and poster for its next Mass Effect game, which many fans are just calling Mass Effect 4. Let's see the trailer and see what we think. Oh, and also you could fuck in those games, which is very cool. You know, I like relationships. I'll call it that, you know. But others would call it, you know, I fucked this person in Mass Effect, which is fair. I'm like a Garrus fan. That's just who I am.
I wonder if the fuckboy tendencies from real life translate to those games.
Honestly.
Like, if guys are promiscuous in real life, if you have the ability to have partners in games, if they're just as promiscuous in games as they are in real life.
Yeah.
I know I was. So I'm curious if that translates and correlates with other people.
Wait, so are you saying that you were very promiscuous and that's how you played, or?
Yeah. I'm just curious if there's a correlation between those. If your personality traits was being the keyword retired fuckboy, not anymore. But like
retired in italics.
But like when I was younger and I'd play those like Skyrim, when they put the addition in where you could get married and all of that. And
I adopted a kid and like had a house, and I was like, look at my homestead. And you're like, I'm fucking everybody.
I was Tyler Durden. I was setting up franchises everywhere I could have a spouse and a house. I was.
That's amazing. I'd be Space Magic Johnson. Fair. But anyway, let's take a look at this fucking trailer.
Like a Mass Effect game.
Okay. It's just Mass Effect currently. Interesting. I guess we'll see where that goes. That's like the definition of a teaser, I think. That's quite
What
literally.
if it's a prequel?
So
like when N7 and everything like started, like the whole like space fleet, like what if N7 Day is the day that the space fleet was formed and it's a prequel to everything that happened with Commander Shepard?
Honestly, I would be more okay with that. That's fair. But that does that trailer does lead me into some other news when it comes to BioWare. And that being that I think that they had some layoffs as well that were being protested, especially with Dragon Age. The release of the trailer kind of coincides with the fact that people are picketing like BioWare currently. This comes from Still Comic Book that let's see, perhaps the most notable thing about this trailer's release is that the Mass Effect project director Michael Gamble went on to confirm that the footage seen in the video is in-engine. This means that what is being shown is largely emblematic of what Mass Effect 4 should look like and not what it will look like. For the time being, though, BioWare and EA haven't announced a launch window of any sort for the next Mass Effect title. And Dragon Age Dreadwolf will end up being BioWare's next release. And I know that they have recently let go a lot of people as well that were working on Dragon Age. So it's we'll see what happens. I really enjoyed Dragon Age. I don't know if you've ever played Dragon Age, but it's like one of my faves.
I've played it, not super familiar, but
yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 Inquisition. Yeah, it was a really good game. But that wasn't even a hand job. They just That's fair. Honestly, that was just a teaser. The most teases of teasers. But yeah. Let's see. What do we have up next? Switch deals. Nintendo reveals a list of discounted Switch games for Black Friday, our favorite holiday. Nintendo Black Friday discounts begin on the 19th of November. This is by Logan Moore and comicbook.com. Nintendo has revealed the lineup of first-party games across Switch, Switch Lite, and Switch OLED that will be marking down later this month to coincide with Black Friday. Let's see, what do we have? Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Ugh, okay, I don't care about that. $40. I'm like, what about the other one? Luigi's Mansion, $40. Xenoblade Chronicles 3, $40. Super Mario Odyssey, $40. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, $30. That game came out. Okay, honestly, I can't even say because Nintendo does not budge on their prices at all. Minecraft. Hopefully, we'll see some more markdowns as well, like Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, maybe, or something like that. I actually feel like I'll be getting a deal on, but I guess we'll see. Are you a Ghostbusters fan?
I am. I love the Ghostbusters. You want to know something funny about the Black Friday deals, though? I recently saw on TikTok, I follow this guy who puts out nothing but like nostalgia stuff from the 80s and 90s. So it goes back to my childhood. And he showed you the JCPenney's clip from when the N64 came out in 96, 95, 96, whenever it came out, the Christmas holiday that year. The N64 games 30 years ago, because 96 was almost 30 years ago now.
Jesus Christ.
$70 a piece for N64 games.
Wow.
So think about the fact that Tears of the Kingdom was $70 at release in July when it came out.
I had issue with, to be honest.
But looking at it, I'm like, so Ocarina of Time, Wave Runner, Mario 64, all of these were $70 games and nobody batted an eye at it.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Honestly, that's fair. The issues that I had with that was that no other Switch game has ever cost that much.
No, they haven't.
And it's still on the Switch. It's not the new one that isn't coming out, like whatever. So I don't know. It's a lot of money. I don't know that it's not worth it, but it just seemed jarring that it was so much more, like $10 more than what we were used to.
I would pay $100 for that game now that I've finished it.
Really? Oh, you finished it?
Yeah. I would, if they looked at me, we hop in the Wayback Machine and we go back to May or whatever it was, and you were like, It's not $70. It would be $100. I would still buy it for $100.
Y'all are simping for, okay.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, to each their own. Like I really enjoyed watching. Like my partner played it, and I was like, when it came out, and I was watching like people like do all the crazy shit that they were doing, and then I watched my husband like Oonga Boonga like like stuff together like a caveman. I was like, "You're doing great, honey. Like it looks fine." So but it's the level of creativity that you can get out of those games. Like I can't deny it. But anyway. Back to Ghostbusters.
Sorry.
No, that was completely fair and fine. Let's watch this trailer. Let's see.
I'm telling you, it's going to be another hot one out there. In fact, there are heat alerts in effect for New Jersey, feeling like 100 degrees.
God damn it, Ty.
What is that?
Is it going to be actually scary though? That looks like the girl from Cheetah Girls, but I know it can't be her.
Whoa.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Okay.
For the first time in New York history, people froze to death in the middle of July.
Oh, I was like, go on.
The death chill.
Oh, that.
The power to kill by fear itself. Your veins turn to rivers of ice. Your bones crack. And the last thing you see is your own tear ducts freezing up.
God damn.
Like,
That would
literally scared to death? So cool.
Paul Rudd is a vampire. That seems very cool. I can see that. I can see myself watching that.
I'll watch it. It'll probably be on streaming before I do it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I'll pay to see it in theaters, but I'll definitely watch it when it comes out.
I rarely go outside and pay stuff to do watching, but I agree. Paul Rudd and Farrell, sorry, drink orphan blood to take their. Honestly, they're in the forest dancing around a witching circle. Like, I have no doubts. Like, Pharrell has not aged a day. Paul Rudd, which is uncommon for a white male, has not aged a day. I don't know what
I'm only
moisturizer he's using.
17.
What? Yeah, he looks the same. There's not maybe like 2 or 3 specks of gray. Like, it's like I would have liked to see a silver fox Paul Rudd, but I'm not even getting it. I guess I just don't deserve it. Whatever. But yeah, that was Ghostbusters Frozen Empire official teaser. And then I have one more trailer. Do you like Christmas movies? I mean,
Die Hard's my favorite Christmas movie, to put it in perspective of the question you just asked.
And that answered my follow-up question, which is, do you think Die Hard is a Christmas movie? It's not. It's not a Christmas movie. Like, it's just not. Can you stop?
It takes place at a Christmas party
Okay.
on Christmas Eve.
Uh-huh.
How is that not a Christmas movie?
There's no Santa.
There's a Christmas tree.
Honestly.
She's like, I'm not having this damn conversation with you, Travis. I'm never working with Will again.
Honestly, but I guess Christmas movie is not technically a genre, or maybe is it?
I don't know. I went through this when we talked about Thanksgiving last week when we watched the trailer for it. I was like, having holiday specific movies seem weird because there's only like 30 days a year. I feel like it's appropriate to watch holiday specific movies. I feel like you're shoehorning yourself into a demographic because this movie's called Thanksgiving. I'm not going to want to watch this while I'm on the beach in July.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's the way my head works with it. I might know nothing. Like I said, I know less than Jon Snow.
See, that's my thing. Like, I think a Christmas movie is about Christmas and or spirit of,
Okay,
or like I'm home for Christmas type of thing. And I run into my like high school sweetheart that we drifted apart and like that kind of shit. But I don't know. Honestly, there's like so many articles about whether or not Die Hard is or is not a Christmas movie. But for now, we're gonna watch Candy Cane Lane trailer that has Eddie Murphy in it. So let's check this out. Wait, Christmas Story, best Christmas movie. I feel like I know what that is, but I can't.
It's the one where it's like, you're gonna shoot your eye out, kid, with the Red Ryder BB gun and like sticking his tongue to the light bulb.
The tongue, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very much
See?
well, oh. God. about it. I enjoy A Wonderful Life. I'm an oldie fan in that regard, but also some of those like Elf movies are really good. Or The Elf is a good movie. And then I don't watch a ton of Christmas movies. I'm not like that Hallmark kind of girl. But anyway, this is Candy Cane Lane.
Everybody listen. This is important. I'm going to show you guys something. And when I show you what I'm going to show you, don't freak out.
My anxiety is so bad if somebody says don't freak out, I'm immediately going to start freaking out.
It's almost like, hey, I want to tell you something later.
Yeah, hey, we need to
Tell me
talk
now.
afterwards.
Tell me now.
We need to talk now, damn it.
That's precisely why you should watch it.
Wow. What's your Christmas wish?
I just want to win this thing.
Good for Eddie Murphy. Always happy to see him.
At this point in his life, he's just reached the point where he's like, I'll just do whatever the fuck I want.
Honestly and fair.
I 100% agree with it. The man's
He's got like 80
everything
kids, though, I think.
He's what?
He's got like 80 kids, I believe. He's got a ton of kids.
What the hell is all of this? Something's happening. Good morning, sir. Are you real?
We all were until we fell into that elf sick trap.
You made your wish. You're in it now. I didn't sign on for this.
You literally signed on for this.
You gotta read the fine print, man. The terms of service are brutal.
Say goodbye to your dad.
Why are y'all just like Prince?
We're not going to let her turn your dad into one of those weird Happy Meal toys.
Yeah, shout out
No
to Stop Motion
offense,
for real.
None taken.
Oh, I don't know if it's stop motion at this point.
We are the carvers.
Or CGI.
Probably closer to like 3D animation. But it got to that point because of stop motion, so we can still shout it out.
What do you mean we should split up? Have you never watched a horror film? If
Literally.
you split up, somebody dies. Have you ever died?
Oh,
It is not fun.
That's true. I'd never died, but Mom knows. I didn't know you died. Well, let's go find these rings. Is that who I think it is?
oh my God, Black Santa! New Santa with black, man.
I also knew that Santa was black. Yeah. But that is
Damn it, Ty.
yeah. Black Fred. No. He's from the South Pole. Damn. But anyway, that's pretty much all we have time for today. You guys, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Creatia World. You can follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at It's Creatia World. And if you live on Facebook, if that's where you're hanging out, I know a lot of people these days don't really hang out there, but if you do, we have a facebook.com/Creatia World. In addition to that, we have some groups, Dim Dragons. If you like dragons, if you like fantasy, if you like anything, but we're dragons, D&D, what is it? Lord of the Rings, fucking that dragon show. That's Game of Thrones. I can never remember the name of.
House of Dragons.
Thank you. Anything dragon related, fantasy related, whatever, what have you, please check out our group. Join. We can chat, hang out. I'll talk to you personally if you wanted me to, which is, we can hang out, whatever. But also, if you like wrestling, which I feel like I like wrestling by proxy at this point. I'm just like in this universe at this point. Make sure you check out Smacking It Raw on Facebook. It's the most safe and clean and fun and non-toxic place where you can discuss wrestling, which I'm like very interested now at this point to see like what are these toxic. What is the wrestling fandom really that crazy?
It's wild.
Okay. It's wild. But so, Will, where can they find you? What are you doing? What's up next for you?
First and foremost, thank you. Today was a blast.
Oh, thank you.
It was nice to finally meet you face to face and get to do this. I am The Will Gray. If you're watching this show, you already know that. But if you're new here, check my link tree at The Will Gray. You'll find my writing profile, you'll find everything that I do for Rivet City Radio, Botch Bots, and Share Shots off the top media and Creatia world.
Awesome. Hell yeah. And I am Hex, aka It's Power. You can find me on Instagram at its_power and Twitter at its.ppower. That's P as in pussy power. That's me. And thank you guys so much for being here. We love you. See you tomorrow.